All right, to bring us the latest when it comes to social media space and trending stories, Elizabeth Musa is with us. Well, Liz, morning to you. I suppose there's only one place to start when it comes to trend waves, right? NSAS.
Certainly, NSAS. So following the first anniversary of the NSAS protest, which of course was yesterday, we've seen numerous comments emerge online, but this one is fronted by the music producer SamKlef, and it features some of his colleagues who are big names in the Nigerian entertainment scene. Now, SamKlef is a music producer who is famous for producing hit songs in the mid-2000s and has since relocated to the United States. He took to Instagram to call out his industry colleagues who, according to him, profess to be against the government, injustice and corruption, but still go out to, participate in government-organized events. So SamKlef chastised his colleagues in the quote you're about to see on the screen, which you can see there, for performing at a government-sponsored concert just a week before the first anniversary of the protest. Now you can see that quote on the screen. It says that, but Lagos state government do show and some of your celebrities go to show. Now, activists by day, government party by night, celebrities should stop using this NSAS for their own promotional gain. How many of them visited the families of the victims that died? Now, he also went on to say that until Nigerian youths manage mindset and see all this government as public servants and stop worshipping them, all now wasted effort. Fella don't talk am since una parents ignore him. Then he went on to say so much. However, some Instagram users agreed with him on this, and they even went on to spell out the identities of some of the celebrities who graced this event. Now, we have some of the tweets, we have some of the reactions that people have made on this. I would like to take them before I come to you, Olisa and Oluchi. Now, that's one from Ayo Samuel. Ayo Samuel says, fact, 100%. Not only online, them savvy criticize these politicians. Enemy online, paddy for real life. Last, the typical Nigerian, no hate corruption. He hates not benefiting from it. That's a very strong one from Ayo Samuel. And then we have another reaction that asked Darlene made. She said, no stutter, may our daily bread not be in the hands of our oppressors. Now, Brother Henry also went on to say that, seriously, why condemn evil in public and frolic with it in private? We also had another reaction from Obalucius. Obalucius says that celebrities are not activists. The fact that Boo Boo is not our fave doesn't mean a doctor won't treat him. Millie Posh even went forward to say that, how many families did you visit, SamKlef? Now, Millie Posh is also calling SamKlef out on this, saying that, you know what, it's easy to say things like this, but you yourself, how many families did you visit? I'll take one more reaction. Now, Sugar Olivia says that, imagine your dad being one of the bad eggs. Would you disown him? That's a very interesting question. So she went on to say that this is not an easy fight. It started from the grassroots. Now, those are some of the reactions I am able to bring to you this morning on that. But I would like to hear your thoughts on this, Olisa Oluchi. Do you think it's hypocritical to accept a government gig while fighting corruption and injustice? Do you think it's okay to put activism aside for business interests?
Well, I think we'll leave that to SamKlef and his music industry colleagues, because he might be wanting to say, one thing and do another, and perhaps it might be a case of perhaps accusing wrongly, because it's very nuanced debate when it comes to artists. Artists have got to perform, have got to do their job, basically, and if they also have to do activism, so be it.
I mean, he's overseas, Olisa. He's living overseas, living the comfortable life, living the dream life, and splashing words on the social media space.
And
they
just
say
like
those
that
who live in
person
glass
said,
houses should not throw stones.
Yeah, just like that person said, that person that said that, how many families did you visit yourself? I mean, I think for some of these people, they draw a line when it comes to their business and then activism. It's like, what brings food to your table? I mean, I think at the end of the day, you just choose what you want to do, really.
Well, it's not an easy one for them.
It's really not an easy one.
All right, Lisa, what else on the trend wave?
Okay, so we'll move now to Kenya. I spoke about a story earlier in the week on Tuesday. Now, following the viral internet video which circulated in the 9th of 17th of October showing Eddie Ndichu, who is the CEO of Kenya's Wapi Pay, and his twin brother engaging in a scuffle which had every marking of violence at the center of it. Now, Eddie Ndichu has now stepped down as a board member of the Association of Fintechs in Kenya following this incident. Now, in a statement released on Tuesday, the board of the Association of Fintechs in Kenya stated that it has taken note of the unfortunate allegations made against Eddie, adding that the allegations are now subject to public discourse, particularly on social media platforms. It will also interest you to know, Olisa Oluchi, that just yesterday, Kenya's senior counsel, Philip Murgor, who happens to be the uncle to the girls involved in this incident, Cheryl and Stephanie, has now put out a press release with a detailed description of the events that occurred that night, also urging the police to assign the case to a special team of the police due to the alleged power that the perpetrators, Eddie and Paul, wield. Also, he asked that these investigations be completed as soon as possible. Now you can see the press release on the screen. Now that this is on the table, there have been loads and loads of reactions trailing this new development. I will check out some of these tweets right away. Now, that's the post by Philip Murgor himself, where he also attached the press release. And he says, Kenyans must strongly condemn the normalization of violence against women. Gender-based violence is a blatant abuse of human rights, and this impunity threatens all of us. No lies. Now, he went on to say, let us speak up for our daughters, sisters, wives, nieces, grandmothers, and the voiceless victims that GOK must protect. End gender-based violence. Now, that's from the counsel himself. Now, Wakili also went on to say that I urge the special senior counsel, Philip Murgor, to not accept a money settlement in the Inditu's case, no matter how much is offered. Somebody needs to show rich people that they cannot always buy their way out of the consequences of their actions. Go for a conviction. Also, that's one from Jelani MK. She went on to say that even getting good lawyers for them or getting the police to prosecute is hard. I'm really happy that the Inditu twins will face the consequences of their actions. I really hope we get to a place where all victims of gender-based violence get justice without having to know or be someone. That's a very interesting remark from Jelani. Now, that's one from Alex Omondi. She says, a special team to investigate a bite injury on Cheryl and a tenderness on the neck of Stephanie. It sounds like an invitation to waste state resources on a case that is fairly straightforward. Their gender and social status is the big deal here. Now, that's Alex Omondi actually trying to downplay the enormity of that situation, and that's really funny. But I would say that at the end of the day, it's interesting to see that people are not actually joking about this issue. They're actually taking it up, and I'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates on it on Trendwave.
Right. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, let the law take its course in Kenya and other parts of Africa as well. But thank you so much, Elizabeth Musa, on Trendwave for today, Thursday.